For my costume for my main antagonist, I used a very strong black bold colours throughout the whole of the costume to create this horrifying, stereotypical presence that we see in most villains in horror films nowadays. I started off by looking at the footwear, which I chose dark black boots. I particularly chose these boots because of the strong heels and high top of the boot, which creates a menacing approach when we're focusing on the feet themselves, which is a scene where he walks up the steps. I further continued this with dark black jeans. These black jeans were just worn just to further highlight the boot's presence and the overall black colours that will be reflected throughout the whole of the costume. A very strong and important piece of the overall costume was the black coat used. This was because of the powerful image it creates. It's very strong and bulky and makes the character itself seem larger and more menacing. Furthermore, even though it's very little, the gloves have had a very significant importance within the film trailer itself. Because the gloves concealed all the skin, it didn't quite let the audience know who this person was, whether they're human or not, which created the fear of the unknown and the kind of supernatural theme that I was going for within this trailer as well. I also just had a black top for the actor to wear underneath the coat, just so no other colours were reflected and keep the colour scheme throughout. One of the most important pieces was the mask seen throughout the whole of the trailer, worn by the main antagonist. This mask is very important and actually has a very strong meaning because of the white against black binary opposition and representing the split personality of the character within the trailer. Also, the blood within the mask reflects the horror, bloody, gory genre, and it just has an overall menacing approach. For my protagonist's clothing, the clothing pick chosen by me was very, very simple. I wanted to give the character a very casual look, a very homely look, but also represent part of her personality within the clothing. The character within the trailer just wears a pair of denim jeans, casual household clothes that you would wear around the house, so that's why I picked them. I then picked this West Coast Eagles top. I picked this because of its casual loungewear clothing style, because we follow her throughout the trailer in her house, and we see that she's a very casual person within a character description and throughout the beginning of the movie, which I wanted to represent. But I also chose it because of the West Coast Eagles symbol on it, which shows her as a sporty personality, and that's what I wanted to come across, because within her character development and throughout, if this was a real film, she would be into long distance running and sports itself, so that's why that was chosen.